We're turning this acoustic crash sample into our own riser FX. Let's drag our sample into Edison and turn on loop mode. In the loop mode interface, we can adjust a whole lot of parameters. You have to play around with them to get a feel for what they do. There's really not a unique formula for what we want to do with the sample right now, so you really have to mess around with the parameters yourself until you like what you hear, because every sample works differently. I came up with this. I wanted the pitch and volume to be uniform across the whole duration of the loop. I put my new loop into piano roll. We're going to be sliding the pitch of our lower note up to our desired pitch. Now we have our basic riser set up. I'm going to clone this pattern and do the opposite of what we just did to make a faller effect, sliding the pitch of the higher note down. Create a new mixer track for this sound. I put in some EQ and some reverb that just stays the same throughout. Then I added a filter effect and automated the frequency. I also used Fruity Flanger and automated it. You can do a lot of different stuff with this plugin. I tried out a couple of presets until I chose one and tweaked it a little bit. Another cool thing that we can do is in the sampler itself. Open the Instrument Properties tab, then the Volume tab. Slide the whole knob to the right end and all the other knobs to the left end, so the loop stays uniform. Now let's take a look at the LFO section. You can control the speed and amount of the volume oscillation with these knobs. Let's select the square wave shape. Turn the attack knob off and the amount to full for right now. Turn the speed knob around until you get something like this. Make sure it matches the tempo. Now we'll automate the oscillation amount. I'm going to fade it in like this. Make it more intense in the end, then fade it out. We can also automate the speed. The copy and paste value feature comes in really handy here. Tweak the automation until you're satisfied with the result. I split the riser and the faller and render them separately as WAV files, which I can later use in other songs. Just write down the BPM somewhere. With the same technique, we can make a melodic riser effect. You can really choose a lot of samples to make it work. You just gotta make sure they're short. I made my own sound in Citrus. It's a stock channel in FL, and you can create so many interesting sounds with it, if you can figure out how it works. Designing your own sounds in a synthesizer is a whole other chapter of music production I won't be touching on right now though. I just played two notes in succession, and rendered it and looped it. Again, I slid up the pitch and made a faller counterpart, then I just added some automation in the end. You can also make riser effects with other effects. This is literally just a sound effect from a video game that I looped in Edison. I put it in piano roll and slid the pitch. After all the effects and automation, it sounds like this. Pretty cool, but we can add a little bit more. Let's add in Fruity Stereo Shaper. This plugin lets us control where the sound is coming from, in sort of like a 3D space. First I use this preset that mirrors all the sound from the left side to the right side, making it mono. By moving these two sliders, we can move the sound around from one side to the other. Then we can automate the two separate sliders to make this really cool panning effect. Now, you can spice up your beats with your very own riser and faller effects. Like and subscribe.